Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Talk Lucy channel, your daily English practice podcast. I'm Lucy.
And I'm Tom.
Thanks for being here with us today. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss our daily episodes. So, Tom, you look like you've been running. Are you okay?
Honestly, I almost didn't make it today. I literally sprinted from the bus stop. My heart is still pounding. I can even feel it in my throat.
Wow, what happened?
So I had a client call at 9 a.m. today. Last night, I set my alarm for 7:30 a.m., which should have been plenty of time for me to wake up, get ready, eat breakfast, and prepare for the call. But things didn't go as planned. First, when my alarm rang, I hit the snooze button, not once, but twice. Then something even worse happened. Lily's cat jumped onto the nightstand and knocked my phone onto the floor. Because of that, my alarm stopped, and I didn't wake up again until 8:20 a.m.
Wait, 8:20 for a 9 a.m. call?
Exactly. The moment I saw the time, I jumped out of bed immediately. I didn't even think. I quickly grabbed the first clothes I could find and put them on. I didn't have time to make breakfast. I didn't even have time for coffee. Then I rushed out of the house and ran all the way to the bus stop. But when I got there, the bus was already leaving. I was just standing there in my mismatched socks, watching the bus slowly disappear down the street.
Oh no, that sounds terrible.
I thought my day was completely ruined. But then, something amazing happened. Another bus arrived only 3 minutes later. I quickly got on the bus, rode to the office, ran inside, sat at my desk at 8:59, opened my laptop, and right at that moment, the client called at exactly 9 a.m.
Wow, so you made it just in time.
Yes, only 2 minutes to spare. But here's the funny part. Later, Lily asked me, "Were you on time for your call?" And I said, "Yes, I was in time." She looked at me and said, "That's not the same thing."
And Lily is absolutely right.
Wait, really? They're not the same?
No, they're very similar, but they actually mean different things. This is one of the most common mistakes in English. Many English learners and even some native speakers use on time and in time as if they mean the same thing, but they have slightly different meanings and are used in different situations.
Okay, now I really need to understand this because I think I've been using them randomly my whole life.
And that's exactly what we're going to talk about in today's episode. Today, we're going to learn 3 very useful time expressions: on time, in time, at a time.
Wait, at a time too? How is that connected to the other two?
You'll see, it's more related than you might think. Don't worry though, once we break it down, it's actually very simple.
All right, let's start learning. Which one should we talk about first?
Let's begin with on time because it's the easiest and most straightforward. When we say on time, it means punctual. It means arriving or happening exactly at the scheduled time. Not early, not late, exactly when it was planned.
So if my meeting starts at 9 a.m. and I arrive at 9 a.m., then I'm on time.
Exactly. Here are some examples. The meeting started on time. The train arrived on time. She is always on time. All of these examples are about following a schedule or a plan.
Okay, but what if I arrive at 8:50 for a 9 a.m. meeting? Am I still on time?
Yes, you are. In everyday conversation, arriving a few minutes early is still considered on time. Being on time means you arrived when you were supposed to be there and you didn't miss anything. The opposite of on time is late.
Let me try a few examples. The flight departed on time. He never arrives on time. Please try to be on time.
Those are perfect examples. And there's another important detail. When we say someone is always on time, it's actually a compliment.
So when Lily says, Tom is never on time, that's definitely not a compliment.
No, definitely not. Now, let's compare this with in time. In time has a slightly different meaning. It means not too late. You arrived before something important happened. Maybe you arrived very early. Maybe you arrived only 1 minute before. But the important thing is that you were not too late. You made it before the deadline.
So this morning, I was in time for my call. I made it before 9 o'clock, but I wasn't really on time because I was rushing, panicking, and wearing mismatched socks.
That's actually a perfect example. Let me make the difference very clear. Example 1. The train arrived on time. That means it arrived exactly when the schedule said it would, maybe 7:15. Example 2. We got to the station in time. That means we arrived before the train left. Maybe we arrived at 7:10. Maybe we arrived at 7:14. But the important thing is that we didn't miss the train.
Oh, now I see. On time is about the schedule. In time is about not missing something.
Exactly. Think about it like this. On time looks at the clock. In time looks at the deadline. Imagine a target. On time is like hitting the bullseye, the exact center. In time is like running through a door just before it closes. You made it, but maybe you were running.
I love that example. On time is precision, in time is survival.
That's a great way to describe it. And in time is usually connected to something. We often say in time for something, in time to do something. For example, we arrived in time for the movie. I finished the report in time to catch the bus. She called in time to warn us.
So there is always something you're trying to not miss? In time for dinner, in time for the deadline, in time to say goodbye?
Exactly. And that brings us to one of the most common expressions in English. Just in time. This means you arrived barely before it was too late. For example, I finished the report just in time. We got to the airport just in time.
That was exactly my morning today. I arrived just in time. My heart was racing. My hands were sweaty. And I sat down at my desk with only 2 minutes left.
Yes, the feeling of just in time is very specific. It's a mixture of panic and relief. Your body goes from tense to relaxed in 1 second. Your shoulders drop. You take a deep breath, and you think, I made it.
That's exactly what happened to me. The moment I sat down and opened my laptop, my whole body relaxed into the chair. Pure relief.
Now, there's another similar expression, right on time. This means perfectly punctual, exactly at the scheduled moment. Not early, not late, exactly. It adds a little emphasis.
So right on time is even more precise than on time.
Yes. For example, the pizza delivery arrived right on time. The bus came right on time today.
That almost never happens, at least not in my city.
And here's another useful expression, ahead of time. This means earlier than the scheduled deadline. For example, she finished the project ahead of time. Let's prepare everything ahead of time.
I like that phrase. Ahead of time sounds calm and organized, while just in time sounds like panic and survival.
Exactly. Let's imagine a real-life situation to make it very clear. Imagine you have a flight at 3 p.m.
Okay, I'm imagining it.
If you arrive at the airport at 1 p.m., you are ahead of time. You're relaxed, you can grab a coffee, maybe walk around the airport.
Nice, no stress at all.
If you arrive at 2:30 p.m., which is the recommended arrival time, you are on time. Everything is going exactly according to plan. Perfect. That's a normal and comfortable airport experience. Now imagine a different situation. If you arrive at the airport at 2:55 p.m. and the boarding gate is about to close, you still made it in time. You are not late. You caught your flight, but it was very close.
Just thinking about that situation makes me nervous. My palms are already sweating. I can almost feel the panic in my stomach.
Now imagine an even more dramatic situation. You arrive at 2:55 p.m., but this time you are running through the airport terminal. Your bags are bouncing. You are dodging people. You are rushing as fast as possible, and you finally slide up to the gate exactly when they are making the final boarding call. That situation is called just in time.
That sounds exactly like me. Honestly, that is literally how every vacation with Lily starts. Lily is always already standing at the gate. Her arms are crossed, and she is staring at me with that very serious look. Then I arrive out of breath and say, "Hey, I made it just in time." And Lily looks at me and says, "Tom, you are impossible."
Poor Lily. But this example shows something very important. Each of these expressions creates a completely different picture. The airport is the same, the flight is the same, but the experience feels very different depending on which expression we use. You could be ahead of time, on time, in time, just in time, and each one describes a different level of comfort or stress.
It's almost like a stress scale. Ahead of time means zero stress. On time means normal and comfortable. In time means you barely made it. Just in time feels like a scene from an action movie.
A stress scale. That's a brilliant way to describe it. Now let's move on to the third expression we promised to talk about today, at a time.
I'm a little less confident about this one. Does at a time also describe time like the other two?
It uses the word time, but it actually works very differently. At a time is not about schedules or deadlines. It is about quantity or how things happen in turns. The most common phrase is one at a time. For example, please come in one at a time. Take one cookie at a time.
Oh, I see. So this expression is not about clocks or schedules. It's about how many things happen in each moment.
Exactly. When we say one at a time, we mean one by one, not all together, not everything at once. First one thing, then the next. For example, the teacher called the students one at a time. Please answer the questions one at a time.
Oh yes, I hear another phrase like that very often. One thing at a time. People say that when someone is feeling overwhelmed.
That's a perfect example. One thing at a time is actually very good advice. It means slow down, focus on one task, finish it, then move to the next one. Don't try to do everything at once.
Tom tells me that all the time. I try to cook dinner, answer emails, and watch a TV show all at the same time. Then Lily looks at me and calmly says, "Tom, one thing at a time."
That's great life advice and great English. And we can also change the number. For example, 2 at a time, 3 at a time. Here's a good example. He was climbing the stairs 2 at a time. That means he was skipping steps and taking 2 stairs with each step.
I do that when I'm running late, which honestly is most of the time. I run up the stairs 2 at a time, but my legs definitely feel it the next day.
There is another very common use of at a time. We can use it with periods of time. For example, for hours at a time, for days at a time. This means something continues for a long time without stopping.
That reminds me of my friend Jake. He can play video games for hours at a time. He sits down with his PS5, starts playing, and completely disappears. Honestly, you could set the building on fire and he probably wouldn't even notice.
And for days at a time means something continues for several days without a break. For example, she traveled for weeks at a time. He worked from home for months at a time during the pandemic.
So this expression emphasizes how long something continues without interruption.
Exactly. But there is one more important use of at a time. Sometimes we say, at a time like this. This phrase is often used in emotional situations.
Like when someone says, at a time like this, we need to support each other. I can't believe you're joking at a time like this.
Exactly. When someone says, at a time like this, they are talking about the importance or seriousness of the moment. It adds emotional weight to what they are saying.
So if I summarize everything we talked about, at a time can describe three things: quantity, duration, and the feeling of a moment.
That is an excellent summary. Now let's compare all three expressions together. Imagine a school test.
Okay, a school test. I'm ready.
Sentence number 1. The test started on time. What does that mean?
It means the test started exactly at the scheduled time. For example, 9 a.m. just as planned.
Perfect. Sentence number 2. I finished the test in time.
That means I finished before the deadline, before the teacher said pencils down. Maybe I had only 1 minute left, but I still finished.
Exactly. Sentence number 3. Answer the questions one at a time.
That means focus on each question individually. Don't jump around. First one question, then the next.
Perfect. So we used the same word time, but the meaning was completely different each time. On time, schedule; in time, deadline; at a time, pace.
Schedule, deadline, pace. That's a really easy way to remember it.
Yes. If you are listening right now, try saying it out loud. Schedule, deadline, pace. That's today's memory trick.
Let me try using all of these expressions in a short story. Ready?
Go for it.
Last week, I had a big design presentation for an important client. For once in my life, I woke up early and left the house ahead of time. The bus arrived right on time. I reached the office early. I opened my laptop and practiced my presentation slides one at a time, carefully checking each one. Then the client arrived on time. Everything was going perfectly, but suddenly my laptop froze. I had to restart it. Luckily, it started working just in time, right before the client started looking worried. The presentation went really well, and when the client asked questions, I answered them one at a time, calmly and clearly.
That story was fantastic. Every expression was used perfectly and naturally. You used ahead of time for arriving early, right on time for the bus and the client, one at a time for the slides and the questions, just in time for the laptop problem. Honestly, that story is very close to my real life, except in real life, the laptop usually doesn't restart in time, and I'm standing there sweating. Before we finish, let me share one more useful expression. It's about time. This is a fixed phrase. It means something should have happened earlier. For example, it's about time you got here. It's about time they fixed that road.
I love that expression. It sounds a little sarcastic, like saying, finally.
Exactly. It usually expresses a little frustration or impatience.
If I arrive 20 minutes late, Lily might say, "It's about time." And she gives me that serious Lily look. I know that look very well.
And one last expression. From time to time. This means occasionally. Not very often, but sometimes. For example, I visit my parents from time to time. From time to time, I treat myself to an expensive coffee.
Jake calls me from time to time. That means not every day, not every week, just whenever he suddenly remembers that I exist.
All right, quick question for everyone listening. Are you usually on time, or are you a just-in-time person? Think about it, and tell us in the comments.
No judgment. I'm definitely a just-in-time person.
But I'm working on improving.
All right, now let's do a quick vocabulary review. We covered a lot today. Let's go step by step. First expression, on time. This means punctual. At the exact scheduled time. Example, the meeting started on time. She is always on time. Think of it like hitting a bullseye, exactly matching the schedule.
On time, punctual, reliable, exactly when expected.
Second expression, in time. This means before it is too late. Examples, we arrived in time for the movie. I finished the report in time to catch the bus. You didn't miss it.
In time. Before it's too late. You made it through the door before it closed.
Third expression, just in time. This means barely before it's too late. Very dramatic. Very little time left. Example, I got to the airport just in time. Your heart is racing, your hands are sweaty, but you made it.
Just in time. Relief mixed with panic. One of the most common expressions in everyday English.
Fourth expression, right on time. This means perfectly punctual, exactly at the expected moment. Example, the delivery arrived right on time.
Right on time. It's like on time with extra satisfaction. It's like someone hit the clock perfectly.
Now let's continue our vocabulary review. We have already talked about several useful expressions with the word time, and now we are going to look at a few more. Expression 5, ahead of time. The fifth expression is ahead of time. Ahead of time means before the scheduled time or before the deadline. It means something happens earlier than expected. This expression usually describes a situation that feels comfortable, calm, and well-planned. For example, she finished the project ahead of time. Let's prepare everything ahead of time so we don't feel stressed later. When you do something ahead of time, you give yourself extra time and avoid last-minute panic.
Ahead of time. Ahead of time. This is definitely the stress-free option. If you usually arrive late, try something simple. Tomorrow, try arriving 5 minutes early. Just a small change can make a big difference.
Expression 6, one at a time. Now let's look at the sixth expression. One at a time. One at a time means doing things one by one. Not everything together. Not everything all at once. You focus on one thing first, then move to the next. Here are some examples. Answer the questions one at a time. Take the stairs one step at a time. This expression is about pace and focus. It reminds us to slow down and do things carefully.
One at a time. One at a time. Honestly, this is not only good advice for English learning. It's also great advice for life. When people try to learn everything at once, they often feel overwhelmed. Instead, try learning one word at a time, or one lesson at a time. Small steps lead to big progress.
Expression 7, for hours at a time. Now let's move to the seventh expression, for hours at a time. This phrase means continuously for a long time without a stop. It emphasizes that something continues for a long period without a break. For example, he plays video games for hours at a time. She reads books for hours at a time. In these examples, the activity continues for a long time without interruption.
For hours at a time. For hours at a time. You can also change the time period. For example, for minutes at a time. For days at a time. For weeks at a time. No matter which time period you use, it always means doing something continuously without a break.
Expression 8, at a time like this. Now let's talk about the 8th expression, at a time like this. This phrase means in a situation like this. It is often used in emotional or serious situations. It adds importance and emotional weight to the moment. For example, at a time like this, we need to support each other. How can you laugh at a time like this? When someone says, at a time like this, they are saying that the current moment is important or serious.
At a time like this. At a time like this. This phrase highlights the importance of a moment. You'll hear it in serious conversations, speeches, and emotional situations. It's very useful in both formal English and everyday conversations.
Expression 9. It's about time. Next, we have the 9th expression. It's about time. This is a fixed expression, which means the words usually stay exactly the same. It's about time means something should have happened earlier. It often expresses impatience or mild frustration. For example, it's about time you got here. It's about time they fixed that problem. This phrase often carries a slightly sarcastic tone, like saying, finally.
It's about time. It's about time. This is a really fun everyday expression, but it usually includes a little impatience. Once you start listening for it, you'll notice people using it all the time in conversations.
Now let's look at the 10th and final expression, from time to time. This phrase means occasionally or sometimes. It describes something that happens once in a while, but not regularly. For example, I cook from time to time. We see each other from time to time. This means it happens sometimes, but not very often.
From time to time. From time to time. This is a softer and more natural way to say sometimes. It's very common in everyday English conversations.
All right, that was a great conversation about on time, in time, and at a time, along with several other useful expressions using the word time.
Now we have a question for you. Tell us in the comments, what is something you always try to do on time? Or are you more of a just-in-time person like me?
Share your story with us. We really enjoy reading your answers and learning about your experiences.
If you enjoyed this episode, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a friend who is learning English.
Thank you for listening today. We'll see you again tomorrow with another easy English conversation.
Bye, everyone.